Hello, Patriots, and welcome to Mason Cable News. I'm Joey Salomon.
And I'm Sami Gibbs.
Expressions of the Holocaust is set to take place this Sunday, November 14th in Merton Hall at 6 p.m. This event is held annually, free to the Mason community, and includes testimonies from the Holocaust survivors. Unfortunately, this event has coincided with the recent shootings at the Pittsburgh synagogue, killing 11 people and injuring 6 more. Early this month, a Jewish community center in Fairfax County was vandalized and spray painted with anti-Semitic logos. On behalf of Mason Cable News, we share our deepest condolences with those 11 lives lost, 6 injured, and hope that our nation's people and Fairfax community is no longer a target for such or any hate crime.
George Mason has been named one of the top colleges for food in America by food website The Daily Meal. Mason was ranked 21st out of 2,000 colleges considered. The university was also recognized for its nutritious options, sustainability practices, and menus that serve a diverse student body. Do you eat on campus? What do you think about Mason's food options? Tweet or send us a message on your thoughts.
Seniors, December graduation is nearly here, and now it's finally your chance to get your portraits taken. This year's grad fair will be held November 6th to the 8th in the JC Atrium. Hope to see you there.
Stay tuned. After this quick commercial break, we'll have Grant Chungo with your weekly weather forecast. You're watching Mason Cable News.
Hello Mason, this is Grant Chungo from the George Mason Weather Club with your weekly weather forecast. Today ended up being one of the warmest starts to November we've had in our region in quite a long time. Hope you enjoyed it. I know I did. Temperatures tonight don't fall very low as we have clouds and showers moving in. Tomorrow rain chances increase throughout the day and we should see a steady rain develop by the early evening. Saturday morning we have some lingering rain showers around and will begin to dry out by the afternoon. Sunday looks like it's the best day of the weekend with a bright and sunny day with highs in the mid-50s. The start of next week looks somewhat mild with highs in the 60s but with rain chances around through midweek. Hope you all have a great weekend. Stick around after the commercial break. We've got more of Mason Cable News.
Thanks, Grant. And that being said, here at Mason Cable News, we care about your well-being. We advise all students to take advantage of the flu shot clinic next week. It will be held in the JC Cinema from 2:30 to 5:30 p.m. The cost for students without the school's health insurance is $25.
Not over yet. Students for a Democratic Society will be hosting a Halloween piñata party tomorrow in North Plaza from 3 to 4:30 p.m. There will be Halloween-themed piñatas and, of course, candy.
Also happening on Friday is Intern Today, Boss Tomorrow. Lauren Berger, the intern queen, will be providing step-by-step plans to build a successful career, cultivate professional contacts, and much more. Tomorrow in the JC Cinema from noon to 11:30.
Come out to a discussion between Stephen Perlstein and Tyler Cohen on capitalism, morality, and economic growth. The event is hosted by the Economic Society. The discussion will be moderated by President Cabrera and will be held in the Mason Club Pilot House from 4:30 to 6.
Before we get into our roundtable discussion on Halloween do's and don'ts, here's Martin Trompetta reporting from this year's Freedom and Learning Forum. You're watching Mason Cable News.
Last week, George Mason's community gathered at the Hub Ballroom at 6 p.m. to attend this semester's Freedom and Learning Forum, hosted by University President Dr. Angel Cabrera. This semester's forum featured Jose Antonio Vargas, a Pulitzer Prize-winning journalist, filmmaker, and undocumented immigrant, where he led a discussion on the human rights of immigrants.
And I think from this, people will really learn about the intersectionality of immigration. From him being a Filipino American, being Asian American, not a lot of people hear about that within the conversation and dialogue of immigration. So I think people should expect just to hear some really hard-hitting topics, but from a radically different point of view.
The event was co-sponsored by a variety of university offices, including the Office of Diversity, Inclusion, and Multicultural Education, LGBTQ+ Resources, the Parents Fund, University Life, and the University Life Planning Committee. Several student organizations also volunteered, including the Mason Dreamers and the Filipino Cultural Association of George Mason University.
For this, we're just kind of here to help spread the word about them. We are one of the most diverse campus organizations, and we pride ourselves on that. Our 3 pillars are culture, diversity, and family, so we try to cover all of that.
Around 300 people attended the forum and engaged with Mr. Vargas and Dr. Cabrera on topics regarding Mr. Vargas's personal experiences as an undocumented citizen and the media's current narrative on immigration in the United States. The discussion brought forth a new perspective on the difficulties faced by nearly 12.5 million undocumented peoples living in the United States today.
In reflection of the event, I not only know more about the logistics of what illegal immigration is, but I know more about the people involved.
When you're undocumented, you might not feel as welcomed, or you can't just be yourself sometimes because you always have that fear.
At the conclusion of the event, Jose Antonio Vargas held a signing of his recently published book, Dear America, Notes of an Undocumented Citizen, which further delves into his personal story and the journey towards becoming a voice of his fellow undocumented immigrants. This is Martin Trompetta for Mason Cable News.
Growing up, Halloween was always about collecting the most candy and trading the ones you didn't like at school the next day. But it seems like now, more than ever, those who wish to dress up must be careful in their costumes. I say do get creative with your Halloween costumes, but don't cross the line of cultural appropriation. What do you think, Joey?
Yes, I think cultural appropriation is a big problem when it comes to Halloween costumes, and I think there's a line that needs to be drawn, and we should never go near it or cross it.
Very valid.
Thank you for tuning in this evening, Patriots. You can keep up to date with news on and off campus if you follow us on Instagram at MCN, on TV, on Twitter, and Facebook at Mason Cable News, and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Mason Cable Network. My name is Joey Salomon.
And I'm Sami Gibbs. We'll see you back next week. Have a spooktacular second Halloween weekend.